The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Tēnā tātou katoa. Ka tika, ka tāpiri atu aku mihi ki a koutou no Tauranga Moana, kua tau mai nei I roto I tēnei whare ki te whakarongo ki tēnei wāhanga o ngā tutukitanga. Nō reira, Ngāti Ranginui, tēnei te mihi atu ki a koutou. Ka te hi anō tātou I mutu te kaupapa o te paukai kei rungi I te marae o tū te reinga. Nō reira, nui te mihi, nui te aroha I tēnei wā. Ka rongo ake ki I rongo ake ki ngā kōrero, I whakaaro au me whai wāhi ki te whakahua I Ngā Hapū I raro I te maru o Ngāti Ranginui me aua marae. Nō reira ka mihi atu rā ki a koutou ngai Tamarāwaho, ngai Te Ahi, Ngāti Hangarau, Ngāti Kahu, Ngāti Ruahine, Ngāti Te Wai, piri rākau. Tēnā mea o koutou nei marae, Hūria, Hairini, Hangarau, Wairoa, Waimapu, Tū te Reinga, Pau Tū te Rangi, Paparoa, Tāwhitinui. Ko te take ka whakahua I roto I te timatatanga o taku kōrero, kia mohi o pai tēnei whare, kua kawea mai a Ngāti Ranginui me ngā momo kei Wainganui a koutou mō tēnei kaupapa. Kāre mātou I tino mōhio, ngā toimahatanga kei Wainganui a koutou, kia tai pai koutou ki tēnei wā. Nō reira, I whai wāhi anō ki te hoki ngā mahara, ki ngā hononga kei Wainganui a tātou ngā pakanga ōmua, me tērā hiahia o ngā mātua tūpuna kia pupuru I ngā whenua. Ki Wainganui a tātou anō. Nō reira, ki ngā huatanga o puke hina, te ranga e kore e wareware ngā huatanga o auawa. He hai, kia kaua e wareware tēnei motu o Aotearoa, ko ngā pakanga ōmua kei rungi I te mata o tō tātou nei whenua, he mea nunui kia tū maia tiwi Māori kei rungi I a rātou nei ake whenua. He hai, kia ngā whakamua tātou, me kaua e wareware, engari mea ngā whakamua. Mr. Speaker, I just want to endorse much of the statements that have been made with regards to the settlement bill before the House today, and it's in two parts that I would like to comment. The Tauranga Moana Iwi Collective Redress and Ngā Hapū o Ngāti Ranginui claim settlement bill primarily has two parts which the Select Committee will be looking at. As I said in my brief introduction, we really don't know the challenges within Tauranga Moana to have a combined collective redress mechanism as well as specific remedies for the interests of Ngāti Ranginui, Ngai Te Rangi and Ngāti Pūkenga. The mere fact that Ngai Te Rangi Minister hasn't been able to proceed as one today indicates that there has been some significant and challenging moments. Also the fact that in the Ngāti Ranginui's settlement, there was an amendment in 2014 to their settlement of the extent of redress to be included indicates to members in the House and certainly to the Māori members of the Māori Affairs Select Committee that there was substantial matters that still needed to be addressed if this was to get over the line. So I expect that when we as a committee go to hearings within Tauranga Moana, we will get the total summary of some of the issues with regards to the nature of redress, the mechanisms to enable first rights of refusal, for example, and other aspects of redress to be successfully implemented. And there it is. In order for any treaty settlement legislation to be useful and gain, I think, the advantage that iwi would want it to gain, like Ngāti Ranginui, our role as a select committee will be to ensure that the redress mechanisms that are available to Ngāti Ranginui can be successfully implemented. I wanted to comment briefly on the nature of the history in Tauranga Moana and whether or not the redress mechanisms were sufficient. And I'll come to that, Minister, as I allude to some of the historical facts. Tauranga like Auckland, is considered a significant regional economic hub to the detriment of the confiscations that occurred there. So we couldn't even begin to fathom the lost opportunity for the iwi and Tauranga Moana as a result of raupatu and people being disenfranchised from their lands and their moana, but also with the growing expansionism that occurred there in terms of the development of the port, infrastructure to ensure that Tauranga was connected to the rest of New Zealand, the growing and emerging economy which is now significant in the space of horticulture and power generation. So it is no wonder that over time the people of Tauranga Moana have sought vociferously and led the way to achieve representation on local government. In fact, I can remember my former colleague Ngāti Ranginui bringing the local bill to the House to ensure that the Bay of Plenty Regional Council had 2 dedicated members on the Regional Council. And once you understand the extent of the history and the impact of lost opportunity for Māori and the way in which local governments severely imprinted the way in which that city grew, it would be a no-brainer, actually, to ensure that Tauranga Moana will continue down a road and that the government and that Parliament will support aspirations to have greater local government representation, because where the rubber hits the road is actually at the local government level. The mere fact that many of the public works lands transferred to local government and are not available for settlement remains a matter of contention for a number of iwi, but I expect it could still be an ongoing issue for people in Tauranga Moana. The other point I would like to make is that in this instance, the land and sea is synonymous for the people of Tauranga Moana, and certainly from what I've read of the Ngāti Ranginui interests, synonymous in the interests that they would like to see their ongoing role, not only as kaitiaki, but custodians, good custodians of positive development in the Tauranga Moana area. I too would watch with interest in the way that the Tauranga Moana management framework will develop and come back into the House. Potentially there is an opportunity for the Select Committee to pursue questions in that space, so we're a bit more informed when that does come back into the House as a separate piece of legislation. When I read the Waitangi Tribunal report, I was very mindful that as the land and sea is synonymous for the people of Tauranga Moana, and in this instance of the Ngāti Ranginui interests, a comment was made by Des Tata. He said, some impact on the natural environment is inevitable when development occurs. But what I really object to is the thoughtless and irresponsible development that has taken place. Local bodies have a habit of putting rubbish dumps and oxidation ponds and sewage plants by waterways. Now that really sums it up for me. The ongoing, I guess, test of implementation of treaty settlements is actually the way in which local government accepts its responsibility to work alongside iwi to be able to ensure responsible decisions are being made about everyday things. So once the settlement goes through and the iwi can continue to do what they do, at the coalface it will still be local government where much of the responsibility of implementing some very practical things will continue. And I just raise a flag there that it is an opportunity for us as a Parliament to consider how we could better support the implementation of treaty settlements such as that in the Ngāti Ranginui settlement. So he poto te wā māku, tēnei te mihi atu ki a koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.